All of this came about because every state is allowed 2 sculptures in the U.S. Capitol to represent their state. Arkansas decided to replace the 2 sculptures that had been there for over 100 years, and they decided on Daisy Bates and Johnny Cash. So several years ago, when I was one of the 3 finalists for the Johnny Cash statue, I created a 3-foot-tall maquette, full-figure model to present to the committee. And now that has been cast in bronze. That was the basis that I used to enlarge to what will be in the U.S. Capitol, which will be an 8 feet tall sculpture. I felt a sense of destiny that I had to put everything I possibly could into my presentation, and fortunately, it obviously all worked out for me.
You know, history has to reflect the state and reflect more contemporary times. And so that I recognized the need a long time ago to change the historical figures that represented our state in the U.S. Capitol. And of course, there were some negatives on some of the history of those that represented Arkansas, and that needed to change. And then as governor, looking at, well, who does reflect our state? And the legislature did an incredible job of winnowing the names down and picking 2 that really reflect our heritage, from music to changes to and leadership in the civil rights era. And whenever you think about Johnny Cash, the man in black, reflects the common people, reflects the struggles of life, with the Bible in hand, reflects his gospel heritage, and all of that is Arkansas.
One reason I think Johnny is such a beautiful choice to represent Arkansas in the U.S. Capitol right now is that these days there's so much conflict, and people seem to be at each other's throats when it comes to Congress. And Johnny just has this element about him that he just projects non-judgment, love. He never saw people as someone important, someone less important. He really saw people as just people. But one of the quotes that he has is, you know, we're all in this life, we're all faced with a choice. We can choose love or we can choose hate. I choose love. And I think that's something that everyone has the ability to do. And I hope they'll take that cue from Johnny and choose love.